Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Alex Simon
And Matt Cross.
and Matt Cross at Bistro Fada, North 8th and Driggs Street in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Alex, I've known you about 10 years now. You've been hosting this jam for at least that long. You're a fantastic player. You influenced my playing in many ways, and I'm glad to know you, and I'm glad to know a little bit more about you. Can you please give our watchers a brief career rundown, maybe some highlights?
Okay, well, I've been playing gypsy jazz for about 15 years now. Well, since 2004.
Speak up.
Okay, I've been playing gypsy jazz since 2004. It kind of snowballed for me. I started checking it out. I didn't really know much about it, and then I just kind of fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And then it took over my life, and that's what I do.
Nice.
Career highlights. I'd say the career highlights. I mean, I could say, I've played at like the Guggenheim Museum, and I've played, like John Mayer used to come to my gigs, or stuff that sounds kind of fancy or whatever. But really, the highlights are for me is when I'll be playing maybe at some little speakeasy or something, and then we have, for some reason that night, everything is just on, and the musicians are on.
Yeah.
And that's really why I do it, is for those moments when we just hit these kind of peak playing moments and everything is just gelling together, and really it becomes like the art comes out. So those are very personal for me.
Yeah.
So I guess those are my career highlights. Yeah. And they come and go, but that's what I do the music for.
Yeah.
In a way, so.
Well, that really speaks to the kind of questions I want to ask you for today.
Mm-hmm.
So, you've been doing this a long time. I've seen a lot of people come and go. I've seen a lot of people grow. I've seen myself grow a lot at these sessions. So I wanted to ask you, what is it that you would most like the people who come to these jam sessions to get out of the jam session?
So I started the jam because I wanted to have a lot of the gigs that we play, we plug in because we have to amplify. And I wanted to have an acoustic gig. First of all, we're not playing through amplification, but I also wanted to have a jam circle, an acoustic jam circle, because I think there's something about being able to play with other people and to hear the guitars, how they're meant to be played, like to actually just all you can hear is the wood vibrating. It's like the more real play, it's like it just feels more real. And
Sure.
it's something you could play through an amp, but you need to check back in with the acoustic thing. So it's kind of a thing I made for that reason, and then I made it so that my students would have a chance to kind of get their toes wet in the gigging without the pressure of having like a real like gig. It's kind of like a party that we throw.
Yeah.
And everyone just sits around a table and we drink and we play and have a good time, and people can kind of ease into what it feels like to play live.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun, and that's really why we do it.
Right.
I do it for myself as much as my students, because I need to check. You could practice stuff at home or you could play it on a gig amplified, but if you can't do it acoustically at the jam, it's like you got to go rework what you're doing. So
it's a reality check for everybody.
Yeah, it has a real function.
Yeah.
For the playing and just the general. It's just like it's got this. It's like a check. Yeah. Yeah.
And for me, as a fellow performer, I found it to be a great recruiting opportunity. I mean, me and Dave have a gig in 2 weeks.
Right. Okay. So that's the other thing about the jam, is that a lot of the gypsy jazz and I guess the people who are playing this swing music in Brooklyn, there's a lot of bands that have met at the jam session.
Yeah.
And then went off and became like a band doing gigs, and that's become like their livelihood. So I'm kind of happy to help facilitate.
You did for
the
me.
Scene,
You have for me in a major way, and I really appreciate that about you.
Cool, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so one more question. What's this necklace you have here?
This necklace is, these are guitar picks that I custom made out of necessity, because I like to experiment with different types of materials and shapes and forms to get different kind of sounds out of the guitar. And I put them on this necklace because they kept on falling out of my wallet because they're too heavy. If you can see they're really they're big, so they fall out of the wallet. So I put them on the necklace.
That's a great invention. I'm gonna have to get one of those.
Yeah.
Alex Simon, it's been a pleasure to talk with you. I'm looking forward to this jam session. We're going to get some more interviews going.
Let's do it.
Thank you so much for talking with us, and we'll check back in with you in a little while. This has been Matt Cross at Arm's Length, Alex Simon, Bistro Fada in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Have a great day, everybody.
Is that Alex Simon?
It is Alex Simon.